Alright, what's up, yins guys? Time for another video. Another video in my series where I talk about the real-life Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards people play and the games people play. And I metaphorically and sarcastically talk about and compare, while I talk about these games people play, I compare it to playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And I say sarcastically and humorously in some way, say, oh, does anybody play the actual Yu-Gi-Oh! Game anymore? Isn't even being manufactured? Does anybody actually have a game laying around? But anyway, nonetheless, let's get into it. This one, the Rambling card, or the Rambling Accusation card. And contrary to a video I recently did, or where I was making fun of somebody, in text in social media, saying that they couldn't answer a question. I'm just rambling about, I'm quote, rambling like a psycho of about subject matter that they don't like or they don't see relevant, that actually really is going on in this world. But anyway, this part of the rambling card, I haven't really found any other way other than what I brought up that it's even used in social media, unless and it was used on one of my things I was talking in text, and not my videos, nonetheless. Maybe a long time ago somebody did, but in life outside, I'm gonna focus on outside in the actual world without any social media. The double standard people play, the rambling card, the rambling accusation card, or your rambling card. But then, and there's another part of the card too that you can call a rambling card, that people talk over top you or ramble over top of you, to keep you from saying anything instead of telling you to shut up. But okay, the part of the rambling accusation card that I'm dealing with here is the situations where, oh, you're the one that's rambling, but then, oh, that's what they call it. When you do it, it's only they keep calling it rambling every time you do it, but somebody else can go ahead and do it. The ones that, in some cases, in workplaces or even school or when you were young, every time from the minute you were around your parents or family members' house to people in school, or even people that you thought were your equals, that, any class of people that, whether they're an authority over you for any reason, or they fancy themselves of an authority over you, right? And talk down to you. And the ones that accuse you of rambling if you get your chance to speak were the ones that were rambling before you and lecturing you and talking down to you. I don't know, it can be everybody from a parent to a boss in a workplace. Ramble, all condescending. Even stuff that really, because of a power trip, and not even something that you even supposedly did or anything, and a lot of times because it's somebody else's relative, or people that are supposed to be your equals, they're not any real authority, whether they're black or white, that with a posture, without any physical fighting, try to talk down to you, and whether they're so-called friends or whatever, or passive-aggressive somewhere. Like, it can be workplace, sometimes friends, and sometimes they're annoying, and they'll ramble and lecture you on this or that. You ran into different kinds of these people all your life, right? And but okay, the scenario, maybe after you're done with the conversation where they were talking down to you and lecturing you or whatever the heck, and a lot of times it's, don't get smart with me, don't talk, listen, or whatever, and you'll the person that you indirectly you'll indirectly make fun of them if they won't let you get your word in, right? And you'll make fun of their power trip, and sometimes you'll make fun of them right in any place you're at, and say shit to fuck with them, just to see different people say it to different people to see who they go tell. You know what I mean? And then it'll get back to them, and they're like, because of their like condescending ego. Oh, I heard you were talking. Don't play the talking shit card or the rambling card and threaten this or that if it's about a job, or if it's in a job, it can be something where they threaten to either threaten you with a loss of a job, or it don't have to be in a job, where they threaten you with calling some kind of authority, and if it isn't a police authority, something else they fancy as an authority, a kind of a thuggery that they won't do it, but they won't put their hands on you themselves, but they fancy the right, like if they don't worship the police, maybe some tie to somebody in some loser bar, or it's like a pseudo king of the streets kind of thing that everybody's supposed to be afraid of. They'll bring up a name, any scenario you guys were in, fill in the blanks. If somebody doesn't threaten with the loss of a job and or police or authority or whatever the heck, it's another type of enforcing class that they claim, an exaggerated claim that you should be afraid of. Some fake ass Mr. King of the Streets that they'll get in his buddies or pals or whatever. I mean, I'm just talking about different scenarios where these condescending people that think there's something over you, and people that what they do is they're different types of pseudo authority. They're not always an authoritative figure, but different types of people you run into that, one, they will talk to you like you're stupid, and then condescendingly speak to you. I'm allowed to ramble and lecture you. You don't talk. Listen, don't get smart with me, or else, and whatever the hell they want to threaten, or whatever the hell. And then and talk to you like you're a child. Talk down to you like you're a child, and talk to you like you're supposed to be afraid of them. And they talk to you like they're all knowing and you're stupid. And even if they're not talking to you like you're stupid. The thing is, don't get smart. They have the right, the pseudo right to have all the linguistics and like infused knowledge, and don't question any of their knowledge or authority, or don't get intellectual with them, or they're the only ones that have the right. You're supposed to self-degrade, put your head down, and I don't want to accidentally do what they accused Donald Trump of, which he may have not meant to do that right, but instinctively I don't want to unwittingly do a motion and make fun of anybody mentally challenged. Absolutely not. So I won't imitate the motions, but I would say, without doing that thing that Donald Trump making fun of somebody mentally challenged, like, that didn't look good. I want to make a point that they want you to walk around like you have Down syndrome, and they want you to be retarded, or self-degrade yourself and put your head down and be like willingly retarded or something. Getting smart is it's challenging and confrontational, and it invites some kind of whatever people want to threaten or whatever. But yeah, speak to you like they're supposed to be scared. Like, speak to you like you're supposed to be afraid of them, along with you're stupid, or give you the innuendo of don't dare not get smart if they don't threaten anything, or a lot of times talk over top of you. Say you're rambling, but a lot of times when you get accused of rambling, you don't get the word in. You get accused of rambling mostly when they're gone. They talk over you anyway, and you say it about somewhere else. You say it around somebody else to somebody to see who they go tell. You know what I mean? How you want it to get back to them because they won't let you get the word in edgewise, and the only thing you can do is the posture. It's like the posture that's in your mind giving them the bird, you know what I mean? So you tell somebody else some shit that see who they go tell and do it on purpose, you know what I'm saying? So something gets back to them, and then a lot of times in a scenario like that, you'll get accused. They'll come back to you, and you'll be accused of rambling, and it's like, oh, yeah, I'm not, yeah, and you indicate them, oh, I'm not afraid to, I'm not being no coward and talking to you like, talking about you when you're not there or anything like that. It's not that at all. I'm not afraid to say anything to your face. It's just the fact that, well, when I'm there to your face, you don't give me the chance to get the word in edgewise. Is make that clear to me. I'm not allowed to speak anyway, because of your condescendingness and talking down and whatever authority. Don't talk, listen type of mentality. So you got to get the word to them that way. So they come back to you and how dare you? I heard so and so told me you were rambling, you know, and like that, you know. But on social media, it's a little different. It can be in a video. You can be told that you're rambling, or in one or two cases more than the video, or somebody will say, and I wasn't even rambling like I usually do in a text just to write a bunch of stuff because I fancy myself as a writer in some cases, but somebody that doesn't answer a question, by what authority do you speak to me that way, and who the fuck do you think you are? You ask somebody that, and by what authority? Well, whether you're to somebody's face or on social media, they don't answer you, and just say, oh, they don't have an answer to your question. The answer to your question is, oh, you're rambling like a psycho or whatever. Well, I'm making that as an example of somebody I encountered recently, but you've gotten that rhetoric in the past in places you were at, you know what I mean? And if they don't, I mean, it's a case where do not talk, listen. They can ramble. They don't call it rambling. It's only rambling when you do it. If they let you get the word in edgewise to ramble, and you get accused of rambling by saying to somebody else that you know they're going to tell on purpose, because so you don't get, and then if they try to accuse you of being a coward and talking behind their back, you say, well, even you can have your own mother or father or any relative do that shit. You'll get them days where they'll yell over top of you, or some person you went to school with that you used to be friends with, or somebody in school or college or workplace work next to that they'll talk or yell over top of you every time you try to utter a word or whatever, you know what I mean? And well, it get to a point where, you know what, get away from me. You know what I mean? But